So actually, we as a consumer, we don't
Are you
really
aware
know
of the
about
average per unit?
All of you are kings and queens in your own home with your own throne that you can sit up and decide and let the business continue to woo you.
Welcome to another episode of Consumer Voice, the platform of the Consumer Protection Council that tells you all about your rights as a consumer and what to do whenever you feel they have been breached. The consumption of imported chicken and turkey is very popular in Nigeria. A recent report indicates that it's a habit that has become a status symbol in the country. However, there are recent concerns that banned imported chicken and turkey are highly hazardous to health. On this episode of Consumer Voice, we'll be looking at the ban on imported chicken and turkey, the potential danger of such imported products to consumers, and the efforts being made by local producers of poultry products to provide safe alternatives. So what should you expect to see on the program? Facts on banned poultry products, the dangers posed by banned poultry products, the role of the Poultry Association of Nigeria. Also on the program are our usual segments: CPC's activities and updates, Consumer of the Week, and our social media feedback. When we return, we'll go straight to our discussion segments with my colleague, Eme Ojugo, after this break. Stay with us.
To ni ina ganin cewar wannan kaji namu na nan Najeriya ya ishe mu, ba ma sa daga kawo mana kaza daga wata ƙasa, don muna da dama da za mu yi kiwon da zai wadata wannan ƙasar. Idan Allah ya sa sabo wannan gwamnati ta kama aiki ta taimakawa 'yan kasuwa da jari, to ina tabbatar maka cewar insha Allah rabi kaji na nan Najeriya namu da ke kiwo da loka da kwantara na tura na agiriki, to ina ganin insha Allah rabi na za mu iya kosa Najeriya da inda game da naman kaza ne insha Allah rabi, ba sai an kama da daga wata ƙasa ba.
I prefer the local chicken because my husband is a custom officer. He knows the implication of this foreign chicken, the health implication, and he instructed me for some years now that I should not buy the frozen chicken again. And I stopped buying, even though the local one is very, very expensive.
What kind of chicken do you consume? Which one do you prefer, local or foreign?
I prefer eating the local one.
The local, but did you buy the foreign one as well?
No, I don't eat the foreign one because they usually used to use chemicals for that, and I don't think it's safe for human consumption because the local one is more fresh. That one is, you buy it and you kill it, see the way they prepare it for you. But the foreign one, it's imported. They used to use some chemicals to preserve it for it not to get spoiled. So I prefer to eat the local one.
My own choice is that the local one makes a lot of sense. It tastes better, it's more nutritious, and I think it's equally help to build our own local economy.
The difference between the locally produced and the imported chicken is not far-fetched. The locally produced here is being raised, produced, slaughtered in the country. You use our locally made maize, soya beans, soya meal, bone meal to produce this thing. And it's being monitored by the Federal Ministry of Agric. The earth, they are in picture of what we use to feed our birds. So unlike the one that they imported, you don't know what they use in feeding them. Within a week, you get your chicken here after slaughtering. We don't even use any chemical to preserve or to store it. From the slaughtering house, we use a warm water to clean it and to freshen it up. Then it's moved directly to what we call a blast freezer. The blast freezer, it will be there for almost just 2 hours. The thing is already frozen hard. Then we now package it. Then it will move to what we call a store cold room, where we store it before the distribution. So we don't use any chemical whatsoever at all. But the imported, you don't know how long it has stayed on the sea, high sea. You don't know what they use in preserving it up to this end. How long it has stayed on the high sea, we don't know. How it's been slaughtered, we don't know. The type of feed they use in doing it, we don't know. We don't advise the public to go for imported chicken. Rather, it's a banned product, even by the federal government.
Welcome to the discussion segment of Consumer Voice. Today, we're discussing on a topic that is trending in Nigeria, the ban on imported poultry products. And I have here in the studio with me Mr. Onalo Akpa, who is the Director General, Poultry Association of Nigeria. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you so much, madam.
In recent times, there have been concerns that imported poultry products are found to be a causative factor in non-communicable diseases and antibiotic resistance. I would like you to explain to the consumers in layman's terms what this means, please.
The ban on the importation of frozen poultry products, that is chicken and turkey especially, have been there since the year 2002. Okay. Almost 13 years today. So it is not a new phenomenon, it is not a new ban, it is not a new restriction. Our concern as poultry producers is they find themselves in the market, one, as unlawful products. Okay. Because one, they are banned. And that is to say they are on the import prohibition list of the federal government of Nigeria. But we find in situations whereby smugglers of these products bring them through all kinds of routes, through all kinds of transport, and they are everywhere in the market. We are concerned not only as poultry producers, or as an association of poultry producers, we are concerned principally about the implications on the health of Nigerians. People might ask, why are they concerned about the health implications? We are concerned because we know the processes involved in the production of the chicken, of poultry, rather, from the egg to the day-old chicks, finally to when the birds become table size and they are eventually processed to become meat that we are consuming. So we know all the processes involved, and we know down to preservations, down to marketing. But we know the processes the smuggled poultry products from outside the country passes through. And that is why we are concerned. Okay.
So it's said that they are a causative factor in non-communicable diseases.
Yes.
First of all, what do you mean by non-communicable diseases? And what's the causative? What makes it causative here?
Well, I think I will leave that to the medics, the experts in medicine. But from the scientific point of view, and from the studies we've been able to embark on, if you process poultry products from live to when they are ready for the pots, they are supposed, if they pass through all the processes of production and all the processes of processing to storage and then the final disposal to the consumers, there are food safety standards they need to undergo through. Okay. But in this case of the smuggled poultry products, because they are not legitimate imports, they are smuggled through the porous borders we have with the neighboring countries, especially with the Republic of Benin. Now, the cold chain value in transportation of processed and frozen food are completely being broken down. And by the time they are broken down, you now see bacteria, viruses, and all kinds of contaminations. And before you know, they become unwholesome.
So